Welcome to another Saturday of Anything Goes Crochet Along. I hope you're all doing well. We're here to talk all about crochet, and I'm so excited to hear how your project is coming along and progressing for the crochet along. And I'm here to show you a finished object of my crochet along and then also my new project for this crochet along. How are you doing? How was your week? Mine has been a monster of a week. I was so grateful to have yesterday as a public holiday, and I wanted to work. I did work some in the morning, and then at 12 o'clock, I said to my husband, you know what? I'm so tired. I think I'm just going to lie down a bit for an hour. And when I woke up, it was 5 o'clock, and I think it was much needed after a really hectic week. So yes, I'm happy to be here with you, so that we can talk all about the things, right? Who is joining us today? I don't see anybody here on Zoom today. So let's quickly have a look. It's long weekend in South Africa, so there's probably very little people joining us today because everyone is probably away for the weekend. Not me, I'm here. What are you doing if you're in South Africa? What are you doing this long weekend? Are you resting? I remember when we spoke on Wednesday night during the live, people were saying they're just going to craft away. And that is just perfect, right? Stitching Stories. Hello, Michelle. She says, hello. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? How are you enjoying your long weekend? Like I said, we are here. I'm actually working over the weekend. So, work, my day job work. I'm going to have to work. And yeah, and then other than that, it's getting things ready around the house, normal housework stuff, and but then also in between some crochet and knitting. I'm actually really interested to know, is there any one of you that is watching F1? Because the qualifying did not stop did not stop before we went live, and I'm really intrigued to know who won the qualifying for F1 at the China race course. Let's see. Let me tell you if you, or maybe you're interested. It's still ongoing. It seems like there's no results yet, right? Okay. It's going to be interesting to see what's happening. I think this year's F1. If you don't know, I'm a big F1 fan. I think it's going to be interesting this year. Michelle says, no, it's raining and I love the rain. It's perfect crafting weather. Oh, that is awesome. We have also a very cloudy day here in Bloemfontein. It's really cool weather. It's not too hot. It's manageable. And that is truly awesome. And it looks like it might be raining. We'll see. Maggie says, hi Jalene, besig met my sok nummer 2, dan is ek klaar. She's busy with her sock number 2, then she's done. Oh, that's awesome, Maggie. Hello, Yvette. How is Australia doing? How's the weather? How are you doing? It's good seeing you. All right, so it seems there's nobody on the Zoom. Let me quickly see on the messages. If anybody sent a message. No. I did send the information about the meeting very late. It's my fault. I was so behind with messages again. It was just, like I said, a monster of a week. All right, but let me show you my finished first project. Lynn is joining us. Here we go. That is awesome. I can't wait to see the progress on her cardigan. Who's trying to get in? It's probably the cat or Katie or Charlie. Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Okay, and you?
Good. I'm so excited. Is it really hot?
It's hot. Well, it's either hot or it's me. I'm not sure. But looking outside, it looks pretty hot. So yeah. Eh?
Hey,
What are you excited about?
I'm excited to see your progress.
Oh, my soul. Okay, just give me a second because I logged into Zoom and then logged out inadvertently out of my Chrome, and I have to do 10 things to log back in.
Oh, Joy. Okay, no
Yeah,
worries.
no. Okay. Yeah, because
Michelle says, love your t-shirt. Okay, Michelle, let me show you my t-shirt. I got this as a gift from my aunt for my birthday last year. She painted this. I crochet so I don't choke people. Look at that. Isn't it awesome? I love it. I'm gonna give her some like nudges like that shirt you gave me? I would love another one too. Like
I will
you can
say,
again.
crochet knitting keeps me out of jail. I promise you.
I'm telling you, it
You know?
really, really does. And it really serves me for my mental health as well. So,
Yeah, on so
it's
many
cheap
levels.
therapy.
So I am actually not crocheting at the moment because it's just too hot. But this is my progress. Let me just, so this, it's actually made very, I would say, not back to front, but not in the order that you'd think. So I've told before, you start with the yoke, and then you go straight down to the body, and then you do the bottom band.
Okay.
Like immediately after the body, you do the bottom band. And then before you even touch the sleeves, you actually do the collar.
But that makes sense to me, actually, in terms of yarn management for the string, not to cut it and then do it again. To
No,
actually
you
use
do
that.
cut. You do cut though, because let me just think about it now. Yeah, coming from the body into the bottom band, you don't cut. I don't
Okay.
think. Just thinking, because remember, right-handed crocheters. So most of these patterns are knitted for, are designed by right-handed designers. And
Yeah.
there isn't always an alternative. So you kind of have to think a little bit out of the box. I know on the bottom band, when I got to the last row of the body,
Yeah.
she has you crochet across so that you're back to the right-hand side. So I had to come back again. Let me just think, yeah, back again to get to the right-hand side kind of thing.
Okay.
So I think at that point, yeah, you only cut your color B, which is your mosaic. But the
Yes.
color A is going. So your bottom band is done. Then she has you cut the bottom band. You cut after the bottom band and then come in for the collar. But I think that if I were to do it again, being a left-handed crocheter, I wouldn't need to cut at that
Okay.
point. But a right-hander would have to. Because
Okay.
I'm just thinking of the side that you're on. Not
Yeah.
that I suppose it really matters because you're going like this. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't think it really matters. But anyway, I did do a modification to the pattern because she gives you the option to either do a slip stitch edge and then come back and do a single crochet edge before you actually do the ribbing for the collar.
Okay.
Whereas I did, instead of doing a slip stitch, so that's the one option she gives you. The other option she gives you is to just do a single crochet edge and then come back and do the collar, do the ribbing for the collar, no problem. I didn't like, and she shows you, which is what I love about this designer, she shows you what both options look like.
That is
Because I
nice.
think the slip stitch edge creates quite a dip in the work. It does that.
Okay.
Just where the collar is attaching to the body. I went and did something completely different. I did two single crochet edges, two single crochet rounds. So I did single crochet normal, and then I did single crochet, just thinking now, front loop only, I think.
Okay.
So I have this other pretty little like twist where the
Wow.
collar meets the body.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'll take a very up close photo and put it on the group later
Yes.
of
Yes.
what that looks like. But it actually looks, for me, it looks much prettier than the other two options that she gave.
Oh, wow.
So that was quite cool. But I'm actually going to fit this on for you. So you must understand how much I love you if I'm fitting this on for you.
Oh,
So
my
it has no
word.
sleeves. It has no sleeves on yet. Oh, sorry. Just give me a second. Things are falling. And I'm just checking. Okay. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but
But it
that's your
fits
color.
beautifully.
I know it's amazing, and I don't know now if I can come closer to
Oh
it
my goodness, it's so gorgeous, Lynn.
for the mosaic. So that's all at the bottom, and you can see I still have to weave in ends. And then the sleeve, you can see I started on the sleeve.
Yeah.
So the sleeve goes to about there, and then you do mosaic, and then you do a cuff.
Oh wow.
But it's actually is such a nice, it's so beautiful. It's going to be so cozy when it's
But
winter.
the fit
Yeah,
is gorgeous.
it's very, very nice done. Look, I had to go up a hook size, but I always have to go up a hook size, always.
You're a
So
tight crocheter.
yeah, she calls for a 4 and a 5. So I used and the 5 is only for the mosaic section.
Mm.
I used a 4.5 and a 5.5. So when I go up, I always go up in the same increment that the original design was in. So I won't do a 4.5 and a 5 because that's a pointless exercise. So I was a bit worried about the 5.5 because the yarn that you use on the mosaic is the color B was a little bit sort of a thinner strand than the color A.
Okay.
So I was scared I was going to get a bit of gaps in my work.
Yeah.
But because it's mosaic, it was fine. It was actually no problem at all. And of course, it's not blocked yet. So with merino wool, you know, it pops up and it like sort of covers everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I didn't work on it much this week because I have a table runner that I need to publish in April. I try to publish at least one design a month. And I was way, way behind on this project. So I focused on it. And you know the thing, once you get past the halfway mark, you know you're like pretty much there. So I focused on that. So I focused on that this week, and so I'm way past the halfway marks, and I'll go back to this one when it gets cooler later on. So yeah.
Wow. I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be so beautiful. You need to take beautiful pictures with you wearing it.
Oh, totally. Totally. I already have my outfit ready that I'm going to wear when I take this photo. I don't know how wise it's going to be with the heat, but I'll try. Yeah.
But hopefully by that time that you're done, it would have been cooler already.
Yeah, look, I'm hoping to be done next week because I need to get this off my hook, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh wow, it's beautiful. Michelle says she was talking about my t-shirt. So I actually showed my t-shirt that my aunt painted as a birthday gift last year, and I said I'm gonna ask her again to make me another birthday gift like this. So Michelle says we also need some. Oh, Maggie says Jalene, het jy Steve se nuwe shawl gesien? Braille ripple wrap. No, I haven't. I haven't seen it, but I will go to Maggie.
I saw it last night.
Oh, really? Edith, our sick note doctor is in the house. Hello, Edith. Heinz says, that's her husband. Heinz says to say, hashtag pot sending. Hashtag pot sending, Hein. Yvette says, that is gorgeous, Lynn.
Thank you, Yvette.
Janet. Hello, Janet. She says, wow, Lynn, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
Lishan says, morning. Sorry, I'm a little late to the party. You're never too late. Hello, Lishan. And then Megan says, dit is pragtig, Lynn. Ek is besig met 'n testknit vir 'n sweater nou. It's beautiful. She's busy with a testknit for a sweater. That's awesome. Awesome, Maggie. No, it is really, really pretty. What are you having? What are you eating?
I have been up since just after 7 this morning, but then I got into a conversation with my husband over coffee, and then realized at 9 o'clock that I hadn't even got to shower yet.
Okay.
So I quickly went to shower, did what I needed to do, and then I'm having breakfast now.
Okay. Well, I was supposed to work. I worked in the morning yesterday morning. Then I was still supposed to work yesterday afternoon, but 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I was like dead tired. So I said to my husband, I'm just going to lie down for an hour. And then when I woke up, it was 5 o'clock. But I actually think I
Those
really
are the
need it
best
because it's
sleeps,
been
though.
hectic at work. It's been hectic. So then I went to 9 o'clock last night. I'm like, I'm so tired. So I slept till I think 8:30 this morning. Yes. Dead, out. And then I quickly had a cup of coffee. I catch up on all my WhatsApp messages. Not all, I'm still in the process to catch up because there was just no time this week. And then I just started the F1 qualifying, watch a little bit of that, and then I jumped into the shower and now I'm here. But I'm having a cup of coffee, so that is
Nice.
also.
Yeah.
I still need to have breakfast though, so that's what we're gonna do after this. Edith says, nee, dis Afrikaans. Jy moet Afrikaans praat vir daai woord. Dis oor ons te veel kuier met Afrikaanse juffrouens. Oh, that's Edith now. She is saying, I cannot say pot sending. Hashtag pot sending. That's now the Afrikaans version. Fine, are you happy? Oh my words, I am mixing my languages so much. I don't know if you do the same, Lynn. Like I speak Afrikaans English deur mekaar. So
I will tell you that I tend to mix it when I speak to you.
really?
Because you are Afrikaans speaking. So when I'm speaking to an Afrikaans speaking person, or predominantly Afrikaans, I tend to mix quicker or more often than I do when I'm speaking to just an English speaking person. So, it is, welcome to South Africa. This is how we are.
Yeah, this is what we do. I mean, I always laugh at myself when I send you either a voice message or I send you like a typed message because like a little bit will be Afrikaans and then it's just Engels and then it's like Afrikaans again and then English again. It's all over the place. But I'm very bad with mixing my languages. When I speak Afrikaans, I should actually speak proper Afrikaans, which I don't do. But hey, that's me. What can I say?
Whatever.
My pot sending. Hello, Hein. Hello, Hein. All right, can I show you my fox?
Yes, please. I'm excited.
I'm so excited about my fox.
Oh, my soul. Jalene, you did so well on that.
I'm so proud.
It's 2D.
It's amazing because you can see like here is
Yes.
yeah 2D
and
then the ears. Yes, it's really an amazing crochet project to do. I mean, if you're gonna when Jessie sees this, Jessie is the designer of Projectarian. She will probably definitely see. I can show you mistakes now, but I will not because who cares?
Okay. It's done.
And beautiful. It's done. It's beautiful. I'm very proud of this, and I cannot wait to put it on the back of my denim jacket.
I don't see any ends. Oh, well done. Well done.
There was a lot of knotting involved. There was a lot of working over ends involved. Even working in some ends, and even when there's like a cluster of yarns together, I would like use the next one to knot, and then the next one to knit with that one to make sure that it's properly fastened. But I'm going to use fabric glue to glue it onto my denim jacket, and then I'm going to ask Anita. Anita, you don't even know this, but you are going to stitch it for me. Please. I'm asking pretty please. Yes, I'm really proud of this one.
I cannot believe how realistic it looks.
Right? It's amazing.
It's beautiful. I
need to send Jessie a message because I'm going to ask her, I'm going to request an owl version as well. I need an owl. So I'm going to send her a message. I'm going to send her a photo of my make, and then I'm going to be like, Jessie, please consider designing an owl version too, please. Let's see the comments. Then I'm going to show you my next project. Janet says, sometimes you just have to say the Afrikaans words as they are just what you need to express your words. It's so true. It's so true. Like lekker is one of them. There's so many words that Afrikaans is just much more descriptive.
Yeah, exactly. There are certain expressions that requires Afrikaans,
Yes.
Especially when the Jalene, there are certain expressions that require Afrikaans. There's nothing else. English just does not get across.
Janet says, oh, amazing. That's awesome. Edith says, that's gorgeous, Jalene. Well done. Oh, thank you, Janet and Edithy. Leishan says, love your fox, Jalene. It's a word of heart. Ye art. Oh, thanks. I really think it really feels like a piece of art, honestly.
It is.
And like Anita says, it's almost like painting with numbers.
Yes.
You know, it's painting by yarn colors. It's really amazing. Susanna says, hello, Susanna. Oh, Jalene, that's beautiful. Thanks, Susanna. Yvette says, wow, Jalene, that is amazing. Can't wait to see it on the jacket. Yes, I'll have to do also a proper like styling and photo session with my fox.
You need photographers in a photo shoot.
Exactly. A definite photo shoot. I'll have to do that. I'm laughing at the live chat, Lynn. Janet is so funny. Okay, so just to give context, if you're watching this and you don't know what we're talking about how descriptive Afrikaans words is. Now, Janet is a South African that has been staying in Australia for so long. Then she says, so she's agreeing that these Afrikaans words is very much descriptive. So she's like, bliksemse donder.
Totally. Oh my God. Those are like true Afrikaanisms.
They definitely are. Janet, you make me laugh so much now.
Bliksemse donder, yeah.
Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, wow. All right. So I also started with my second project, which I thought would be also like a challenge. And I actually, it is a challenge because I need to check my graph all the time. Mm-hmm. Because she gives you a print when you buy the pattern and you look at the pattern. Okay, wait, but who is the pattern by? It's 2PIR Crochet by Laura. I'm doing the Tree of Life mandala, and thanks to Lynn. Lynn actually suggested this pattern to me. Thanks, Lynn. So when you get the pattern, it tells you the size of hook and what. And then you get the one page. I'm going to just show it far away. It's a graph. It's not written out. There's one A4 page like this, and there's one A4 page like that. And then you get an A5 size page, which I didn't have A5 paper, which is the whole mandala in one on one A5, right? But what I'm currently doing is I'm keeping track by doing this, checking where I am in the pattern, because there's some chains and you have to put a treble into a chain at a certain position, etc. So you have to keep, it's not a project where you can just crochet willy-nilly in a conversation. You have to where you are. I'm literally having my marker for each row. I'm changing between green and yellow. I don't know if you can see green and yellow there. And now the next row is going to be yellow. So every bit I highlighted that I know I've covered those stitches.
And you're counting your stitches, right?
Yes, you have to. All right, so this is how it looks like this far. It doesn't look like much. You can't see the tree, but I'm busy building the.
You can actually see the bark,
the branches and the bark at the bottom. So it's coming. You can even see some leaves forming. Wait. Let me just look for the leaves. There's a leaf. Leaves here. So it's really starting to form. And I'm actually enjoying it. And you know what I love? I am in love with my 1 point. It comes with this beautiful tip.
I know.
This 1.75 tulip hook. Oh my word.
So can I tell you something? When I was, so I learned to crochet when I was 10, right? But your normal granny square sitting opposite my aunt or next to my aunt. But then when I was 15, I I don't know. I think I went into a yarn store with my mom. She was a knitter. And I saw the a pattern of the pineapple doily. You must know the pineapple doily. Okay. And I fell in love with this pattern, but I had no clue that like reading a pattern was a thing. I mean, back in the day, who knew? So I asked my mom if I could buy the pattern. She'd buy me the pattern, and I still remember the store had the L crochet number 5. Bought a couple of balls of that.
Yeah.
And the shop assistant, the lady still said, okay, you either need a 1.75 or a 2. You don't think about it if you don't know what you don't know. So just, okay, fine, buy the 1.75, and off we went home. And that's when I taught myself how to read a crochet pattern. But then crochet patterns back then were written very differently to how they're written now. Yeah. Back then you had abbreviations plus the stitch guide, like to tell you, like, yarn over, insert hook, and all of that. So and there was no question of whether it was UK or US. You didn't have to think about those things. Those evolved as time went on. But I then started doing that's when I started to do table decor with a 1.75 hook and that thin yarn. And I love that world. Let me tell you, that side of crochet is the best.
Let me tell you, I've always wanted to do, if you don't know, I love crochet doilies. I have basically took all my both grandma's doilies, my mom's doilies that she had. I have a stash of crochet doilies. I am so sentimental about those pieces. But now, doing this, I really want to crochet doilies. I'm going
to send you the link to a pattern of a crochet doily that when you have the time to sit down and really focus, it is next level challenging, but it is so beautiful. And I did this in 2020 during COVID. I crocheted this doily. It's a big piece. It's not even a doily. It's more like a centerpiece for the table, a big like dining table, or a round coffee table even. But it's absolutely beautiful. And then when my friend Amy went back to America, she asked me if she could have it. So I gifted it to her, and it's gone back. It's gone with her. Wow. But it's definitely a pattern I will make again any day. Yeah. But it's challenging. You seriously have to count, because there are cluster stitches in there, and there are all sorts of things. And puff stitches and bobbles and all sorts of, it's all called Oculus something. I'll find the link and then I'll send it to you.
So if you're watching this and you're seeing great doily patterns, send me the links, please, because I'm going to be making some doilies. And for those friends of mine, you're probably going to get doilies as presents.
But Jalene, the Tree of Life, is that the Tree of Life mandala by 2PIR Crochet by Lara? Yes. Do you know that pattern is now free?
Yeah, it was not free when I bought it.
Yeah, I know. Recently released November last year, but now it's because when you said earlier, now quickly went into Ravelry on the other screen, and it's now, because I remember seeing it in the week, and it's free.
It's free now, but it wasn't free when I acquired it. I paid still for the pattern. But oh my goodness, I am really loving this. This is bringing me a lot of joy. I'm actually having another big knitting project on my needles now, a sweater, a kind of a sweater, a big project, which I also love. But it's like I want to work more on this crochet project. The yarn that I'm using.
Yeah. Can I ask you about that yarn?
Yes.
What do you think?
Okay, so the yarn I'm using is Yarny Corner. They've got Yarny Corner started as a yarn shop. Right, but I know that they also have like monthly get-togethers at Annelie's house, and that's in Pretoria, Johannesburg, Pretoria. And then they started actually now doing their own yarn. So this is Bethany, they own yarn. I have now just bought the undyed yarn, but let me tell you, the dyed yarn is absolutely gorgeous. So have a look at their Instagram. It's at Yarny_corner. I don't know if you can see. This is a 100% cotton, 2-ply light fingering weight yarn. This is a 50 gram, and this 50 gram has 238 meters on it.
And how do you find working with it?
Oh, it's lovely. Lovely, lovely. I think I'm going to be making some summities with cotton like this, looking for the yarn weight summities like this, because it's so nice. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a 2-ply yarn. Did I say that? It's
Yes.
a 2-ply light
So
fingering weight.
it's similar, it's a light fingering, but because of the 1.75, you can get away with it. It could be lace as well. It's very close.
Exactly. Oh, it's lovely. I absolutely love it. Janet says she used that term bliksemsdonder a lot. Edith says, oh heck, Jalene, that is fine stitching. My grandma always made those gigantic tablecloths with those massive pattern charts. And that chart looks like one of my cross stitch charts. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
Tree of Life mandala. Oh, Edith, it brings back memories, right? Michelle says, I agree. My favorite things to crochet always was doilies. I wish I haven't lifted them all. Wish I haven't lifted them all. I think Michelle made a mistake there.
Yeah.
Janet says, I have to go for a bit. I'll try to get back. Sending love to all my puppies. Just serving dinner. Oh, enjoy the dinner, Janet. That is lovely. Michelle says, I also would like some patterns. Please share. All right, so we will do pattern links, not patterns. Please, we don't share patterns on the groups. We are trying to we have to respect our designers. So pattern links only, but we'll definitely. Oh, she wish I haven't gifted them all, she says.
Okay.
That's sad, but you can make some more, Michelle. But I really want to. This really makes me want to do some doilies. You know, with what do you call krale?
Beads.
With some beads. Oh my word!
Yeah.
I love it.
A folder. I have to just find it. It's on my computer somewhere. Of a whole lot of doily patterns, but your more sort of modern looking doily patterns.
Yes.
Because I did quite a few in 2020. I don't know why. You know, some people made banana bread during COVID. I did freaking doilies. So I don't know why. But I had fun doing it. So I'm going to find that folder and get the names of all the patterns. Some of them are actually free patterns. Some of them are patterns that came from designers' blogs.
Okay.
So I'll find all the links and then I'll post it on the group sometime later today.
Thanks, Lynn. I'll appreciate that.
But there's one in particular that I have to send you. It's gonna be a challenge. It might be a 2026 Cal month one for all of us.
But also, I think why I'm now actually wanting to crochet more than my knitting project is because also I don't know who I told. I think it might have been the Wednesday group, the Wednesday crochet YouTube live. I have a little bit of a tennis elbow currently, and I feel like the crocheting is less invasive on my elbow than when I'm doing the color work with two hands.
You see, I do color work with one hand. I'm a drop and pick up color work person. So
yeah, no, it's a bit I don't know, my tennis elbow. I try to take it slow, but it's difficult.
Okay, so here is the name of the pattern. You see, I'm on the other screen the whole time checking. Oculus of Stars by Julia Hart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had to go into my library. It's like way down in my library. See, May 2020. I don't know what on earth. I don't know what went through my head back then. But I'm glad it did. And then she's got another one. So basically what she did with this pattern, right? So she's got another one called, I don't know how to pronounce this, Lee Lines, Ley, and then lines, okay? That was a 2018 release, pattern release. But Oculus of Stars is a pattern that it's almost like she added to the pattern as time went on.
Yeah.
So that pattern today is actually bigger than the original that I have. I'm just going to find, because I think she released every edition as another pattern. It wasn't it's almost like an upgrade, but you've got to buy the extra bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it really is a nice pattern to do.
Sure. Edith says, Jalene, we got lots of old pattern donations that we leave on a free table at the shop. I will keep an eye out for doily patterns and collect them for you. Oh, thank you, Edith. Michelle says, thank you so much. Lynette, hi, Lynette. She says, hi, Jalene and Lynn. Just popping in to say hi. Thanks for all the inspo. Oh, Lynette. I just saw this morning, on which group was it? I think it was on the general group, where Lynette was doing surgery on her sweater. The top part got felted, so she...
Yes.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
Oh my word. And she's now kitchening. She knitted that piece, and then she was kitchenering those two sides back together. And I was like, oh, the amount of patience Lynette has. It's just...
I just looked at those pictures and I was like, oh, what a brave woman.
Yes. Yes. Lynette, you're so brave. Yeah, so those are my two projects. So the fox is done, and now I'm busy with this tree of life, and I'm really, really loving this. This is, I don't think I'm going to be done by the end of March, but it doesn't matter. I'm really, really, really enjoying this. It's bringing me...
How many rounds in that pattern?
Okay, hold up. Let me quickly tell you. I'm now at round... I need a vergrootglas, what do you call it?
Magnifier.
A magnifying glass. I'm now on round 7. I'm going to go into round 8. There's 24 rounds.
Yeah, Leon, you just sent me down a rabbit hole without even knowing it.
So,
remember just now I said Oculus of the Stars is the one that she added onto? It's actually not. Because now I went onto the designer's profile. It's actually not Oculus of the Stars that she added onto. She created a pattern called Arcane Order. And that's the one she added onto. There are 5 different sections now.
Wow.
And the reason I think I got confused is because I think there's a section in this one that looks similar to Oculus of the Stars. So Oculus of the Stars is a standalone. It's on its own. But this one, I think I'm going to go down this rabbit hole later on. Oh, my soul.
Are we going to do a doily? Are we going to do a doily make-along in, crochet along in?
You're so doing a doily make-along. This is a brilliant one. It's got 5 sections to it. And you buy every
my diary.
Don't worry, I will send you an update later. I'll message you. I'll be your diary on this one.
Of the crochet alongs, which we all gave ideas for, but now where's my page? That's my problem. Where's my page? I need to get my page. Oh, here it is. Here's my extremely sensitive information page with all the make-alongs that you've suggested, all of you. So here we need to add doily make-along, doily crochet along.
You definitely have to do a doily crochet along. And you know what? It is available for free.
Okay, Lynn, Michelle is asking for the designer's name here.
Julia Hart. Just
Julia.
Go into Ravelry. Julia, Julia Hart, Hart.
Wait, let me quickly go on my Ravelry and look for it. Maybe I can share it here.
Actually, now this is part 6. What on earth? Okay, hold on. There are 7 parts to this pattern. And every part she used lilac and purple. And
heart, is it like heart in English or H-A-R-T?
Hart, H-A-R-T, Afrikaans heart.
Okay, got it.
So look for a pattern called arcane order, ARCANE order. And then click through on to view all 7 parts. That's my next project. You see how quickly I go down a rabbit hole?
Okay, but now I've got this pattern is for free. Okay. Oh, I see there's 5 parts. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share this.
No. Go to where did I go? Hold on. Go to the designer's overview.
Okay, hold on. Let me just get there.
And then say view all 7 patterns of Akano weave.
But she's got beautiful patterns,
I
snowflakes.
know. And let me tell you, her patterns are so easily written. You can't actually mess it up.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna. Oh, bookmarks. Oh my word, she's got. Okay, you know what? Let's first look at her as a designer. I'm gonna quickly share this, and then you can guide me from there because this is amazing. Okay, can you all see this? This is Julia Hart, and I need to save her as a favorite in my things. Save. Okay. This is Julia Hart, the designer that we're talking about in terms of doilies, right? Look, oh my word, look at that. Sweetheart Serenade. Look at this Whistler. I actually think this is in my favorites, these two.
Scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
Let me just see if it's coming. Hold on, let me see if it's coming up alphabetically. Okay, so click on, wait, stop. Click on Sorcerer's Soiree, that one.
Okay.
Click on that one.
Oh, so publishing on weave, right?
Yeah, click on Akano weave. Click on that link. And now click on view all 7.
Oh my word.
So that pattern grew. See, that's my next project.
So it's all of these.
Yes. And it looks like the ebook is $7. But the first part, it looks like each part is actually available for free.
Can you imagine doing this with with a Skepius wool where the change of colors is just happening automatically?
A wool.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. That's not a bad idea.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm telling you.
Although I'm loving her two-tone.
I'm not digging those colors.
I'm not digging the colors, but I like the idea of the two-tone.
Yeah,
because
no, for sure.
So with fine crochet, your stitch definition is nicer with solid colors.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Because of the way that the crochet, especially here, if you look at evocation, which is the 3rd one, evocation, whatever, in that last purple section, those are in some cases those are triple trebles, triple double crochets, with triple trebles, whatever you call them. So your multicolor strand is not gonna give you that kind of stitch definition.
But can you imagine you maybe do like a undyed yarn, and then in the other sections, changing colored yarns like a wool. I don't know. I'm like I still love a good Skepius wool.
I think if you put a wool in, you're gonna have to look at your section. So like so the first one, the arcane order, it'll work there, I think. But it won't work necessarily in the 3rd one. But it might work in the 4th one in Cantor's Insight.
It's amazing.
Because they're not the stitches, they aren't that long. Maybe. I think it would have to be trial and error. but at the same time, it's also
I
about
love
patience.
that section of the Sorcerer's Soiree. That,
Yeah.
so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th section. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful?
Yes. Yes. And then the last one, what's the last one? Terrace of
Terrace
the
of the Moon.
Moon.
Am I
Yeah.
correct now? Yo,
And you
it's
know what? I'm
beautiful.
thinking of what's in my stash. I have enough plain white, 100% mercerized cotton in lace weights. And I have, but now I need a complementary color. I'm gonna have to, oh my gosh, this is a rabbit hole.
Hi,
Anyway,
Sylvia. Sylvia just joined. Hi, Sylvia. Oh my word. Okay, let me stop
okay,
sharing. I'm so
add
happy
to
to see
cart.
Sylvia also. This is
I'm
so
adding to cart.
wonderful. Let's see in the comments. Lena says, oh, thanks. I'm determined, a problem solver, or maybe I'm crazy. Oh no, you're not crazy.
No, you're not.
That is so amazing. You are so inspiring. Is that the word? Yes. Inspiring, Lynette. And you are a brave, brave crafter. I love it. It just shows us that we are able to do it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I love you, Lynette. Stitching Stories with Charles says, okay, now you got me up and in front of an old notebook. I'm sorry, Nick, for this rabbit hole that I'm creating. But I have a suspicion we're going to do doilies next year for a crochet along.
It's in my cart. It's in my cart. I'll process the payment later.
Hi, Sylvia. How are you doing?
Hi, Sylvia.
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're good. We're good. What have you been up to?
Lots, as always. Lots.
How is the baby prepping going?
I got one sock.
Perfect newborn socks. I love that pattern.
Yep. Got one sock, and I've got one baby blanket done.
So those that don't know, Sylvia's daughter is expecting, I think, in June?
July.
She's expecting in July. And Sylvia is in full granny mode.
Full preparation. Yes, full preparation. That's right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Show us your crochet.
So I finished 2 projects for the cow.
Okay, let me quickly
see the Moonlit Shawl by Sandra Paul from Cherry Heart.
I love that.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, speckled yarn. I used one skein, but I ran out on the last single crochets, but I've just used undyed yarn and you can't.
Oh, you can't even really see it. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
edge. I really love the edge.
It's a beautiful lace.
Wow.
I think it's 5-row repeat, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Sandra Paul is the designer from the Battenberg blanket, right?
Yes. Yep, the same one.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So I finished this one, and then I did a baby blanket, not for the grandchild coming up, but for someone else. Yeah. I did the rainbow ripple blanket.
Oh, is that the pattern's name? Rainbow Ripple?
Hang on.
Because I'm putting it on my to-do list now.
I have to... I'll have a look at my Ravelry in a second, but I think that's what it's called. And it's a free pattern.
Oh, wow.
And I use the Mandala... What is it here? The Lion brand Mandala. I used 2 cakes.
Oh, wow.
And it's a color changing yarn. So that's what gives you all these, the whole effect without changing and weaving in yarn, yarn ends and things.
That's beautiful. What is the tag that you put in the back of the project? Is it your tag?
No, just made with, is it made with love? Handmade with love.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah. Let me check.
I'm putting the, oh, I see, Wisp Glow Snowflake of Julia Hart is on my to-do list.
Yeah, it's called Rainbow Ripple Blanket by Celeste Young. Yeah.
Yep, it's on my to-do list now. I've always wanted to make like those.
Yeah.
Which one, Jalene?
The Rainbow Ripple blanket.
This one.
No, you said something about a snowflake.
Oh yes, that is also on my to-do list. You know, remember I have my booklet. I got gifted
there's few.
booklet. And then I put all my things. You know, I have my list on Ravelry, right? And then the list is like enormous. This is like the must makes that must go first. So I just okay, but the Wisp Glow Snowflake is a pattern also by Julia Hart. I've noticed it.
I'm looking at it now.
And I've also made this blanket in pinks. I think I've showed you maybe last time before.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Also with the mandala yarn.
Yes, different color.
Oh, beautiful.
Amazing.
I love that. What size hook did you use?
The hook, I think I used 5. Oh, wow. Yes, I did. 5 millimeter. Yeah, so it gives you a nice. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I've got yarn to make 3 more.
Oh wow!
So one for the grandchild who's going to be in those colors because we don't know if it's a girl or boy, so we're going to make it in these colors. And then I've got a blue one that I want to make for a friend from church. She's having a baby anytime now.
Aww.
So yes.
And those 2 ones, who are they made for?
This one is for my son's brother's child. My son-in-law, his brother had a little girl, so that's for a little girl. And this one is for a cafe owners that we have a knitting group every month, and they're having a little boy, so I made this for them.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh, that's awesome. So you've shown the finished objects. What are you busy with?
I am busy with another crochet baby blanket. You've probably seen this one.
Oh yes, that one. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I've got one more cake to put into this. So that's that one. Plus I've got like 4 pairs of socks on the go. So yeah.
Beautiful. You're busy, Sylvia.
Plenty of whips, plenty of finished projects, I hope, coming up soon.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Love it. Oh, that's awesome. Let's quickly look at the oh, there's no new extra. I thought there was now extra messages. Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful, Sylvia. Wow. I really still want to make that ripple blanket. It's been in my do.
And it's so easy and so quick. It took me 2 days to make it.
Oh, wow. What?
Like over Sunday and then maybe one other evening. It's just easy. Easy, big hook.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Lena says, stunning, Sylvia. Feathered Happiness. Hello, you're so very welcome. She says, hi, everyone, from a gorgeous morning in Sedgefield. We have mist coming off the ocean into the town and sunny weather with rain expected this afternoon. Sylvia, your blankets are beautiful. I agree. Enjoy the wonderful weather at Sedgefield. That sounds lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah, so I'm excited about my tree of life. Have you done doilies before, Sylvia?
A while ago, yes, I have. Yeah.
Because I'm going into that rabbit hole now because I'm really I don't know if you were on when I showed you my tree of life mandala, which I'm busy
I
with.
haven't seen when you started. I just saw what you were planning to do.
Oh wait, I think it's upside down now. This is the tree,
Yeah.
and then the branches up here.
Yeah.
I'm doing it with 1.75 with this cotton yarn from Yarny Corner, a South African brand called Beanie. And oh my goodness, I'm loving this. This is giving me so much joy, actually. So I really am now in the space where I want to now go down the doily rabbit hole. Yeah.
With the tiny hook and the very thin yarn.
Oh, I love this 1.75. It's so cool. I really love crocheting with it. So I need to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were just talking about doily patterns, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing doilies. I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
I need to
they're
crochet
fun.
more. Sorry, Sylvia?
They're fun. And especially if you can follow a crochet chart, because it's so much easier. Same thing with this pattern, because it's a crochet chart. Yeah, so it's quite easy to just keep going, and it's just a repeat.
And it's like the virus rule as well. I've come to learn that as a chart. And then when you go have the repeats down, it's like so easy. You don't have to look at anything anymore. Except for this one is not as easy because you're busy creating a picture of a tree. And there's leaves all over the place and a lot of chains. And then you have to put a stitch in chain number 6 or chain number 5, whatever the case may be. So there's no, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm really loving this project. It's really, and here's my fox, Sylvia.
Oh, that's beautiful. So that's all finished?
Yes, it's finished now. It just needs to go onto a jacket now, on my denim jacket. I'm so excited. Philip says I must buy a motorcycle so that I can start a motorcycle gang called the Fox Ladies or something like that.
Yeah, get yourself a leather jacket and put it on the back of it.
I was like, he's so funny. Can you imagine? And then on the sides of my motorcycle, I'll have my project bags hanging, you know? So that when I stop the robot, I can take out my crochet hook and crochet.
Always crocheting.
Yeah, you know, that is exactly what's happening.
Yeah. That's why I have so many whips, because this whip is just at the table, this whip is in the car, this whip is while you cook dinner, or different whips.
Exactly. Janet says, I'm back. Dinner was yummy. Hello, Janet. Welcome back. I'm happy that dinner was lovely. Edith says, we will have to start calling you Granny Jalene. Yeah, no. Oh, but it's a lot of joy. I'm really loving this crochet along. It's very inspirational, and I love my projects. I love seeing all of your projects. So that is really cool. Really, really, really nice. Yes.
And you have a variety, like different. Both of the projects are so different.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's both like challenging, you know, which and both of the things I've been wanting to do for such a long time. So because this tree of life mandala will go up in this space here.
Yeah.
Will go up here. So I don't know how big it will become. The yarn I'm actually using is thinner than the yarn actually in the pattern, but it doesn't matter. It will still look beautiful up here. Maybe I'll do more mandalas if the space is too.
Is it not because she in the the write-up on Ravelry says to use a 1.75, so I'm assuming that the yarn is similar.
Lynn, I've went to go and research the yarn that she used in the pattern.
Yeah.
And after a lot of maths and calculations, it worked out. Wait, I've put it on my Ravelry page. Hold on. I've made the notes on my Ravelry page. Let me tell you. So it's 1,500 yards per 1 pound. It works out to 1,371 grams per 453 grams, right? So that it worked out to 302 meters per 100 gram. So it's almost like thicker than a fingering weight yarn.
302 per 100.
Yes, I worked it out. I did all the maths, and I was like, because the pattern, the pattern weight, when you look at the Ravelry page of the Tree of Mandala, of the Mandala, it says it's a lace weight yarn. It's not a lace weight yarn.
That's not a lace weight, because let me just show you something. 1 second, just 1 second.
But now, I mean, for this, I actually used, so I'm using a light fingering, which is 238 meters per 50 gram.
Yes.
And when I work out the yarn weight for the yarn that they used, it's 302 meters per 100 grams.
Which boggles my mind as to how she got away with the 1.75, because this yarn, I don't know if you can see that. Okay.
Elise, yeah.
There. Okay, this is Elise Diva. This is 350 meters per 100 gram, which means this is almost thinner than what she used, because she used 302, and I can't use the 1.75 on this. I tried. It's a nightmare. It's too, the hook is too thin for the yarn.
So that is why, let me tell you, I was going back and forth with my maths at one point, and I was asking my one friend, Mariana, can you just please help me with the math? I'm not stupid with math, right? But it's like not making sense to me, because why is it saying lace weight, 1.7 millimeter crochet hook, but then when I work out the yarn weight, that is actually the yarn weight. So, and that is why I opted.
I see why she's calling it a lace weight. If you look on suggested yarn, it's a number 5. So crochet threads work in numbers. Let me just think about it now. The higher the number, the thinner the yarn. So a number 8 will be much thinner than a number 5, right? And a number 5 is normally something like 400 meters per 100 gram. Like if you look at DMC Petra, that's 400 meters per 100 gram. But I still don't understand why. But even on a...
But see, exactly what you're experiencing now, that was me for a week.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why I'm working it out, and still that doesn't make sense.
That's why I opted for this yarn.
Yeah.
And not the weight of yarn. Yes, Sylvia?
And I think also cotton weighs more than wool. So I think that's why the discrepancy could be there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what she used was a linen yarn, an unbleached linen.
Yes, she used the linen yarn. But that's why I opted for this, because when I was working out the meterage per gram, it didn't make sense to me. And I was like, okay, but she's calling this a lace weight yarn. And for me, 302 meters is definitely, it's not even fingering weight.
This is considered a fingering weight, and this is 350 meters per 100 grams. And this is fingering. So, but it doesn't matter, you worked it out. But did you see on her pictures on the pattern page, it's like it's not brown, it's like a beigey sort of, that one looks really pretty.
Yes.
Oh my word. No, I don't need to look at that. That's another rabbit hole.
But what I was also thinking, why am I really breaking my head to work out these meterage and whatever? Because it's not going to matter anyway. I just need to crochet this up and then see what size of hoop it will fit.
Yes.
And then Bob's your uncle. It doesn't need to be exact same size as what she's crocheting up, you know. You can actually even do it with if you want a bigger size mandala. You can even do it with a double knit yarn with a bigger hook, and then you have a big mandala. So it really doesn't matter. So I was like, why am I stressing myself out working out these things, and it's not making sense in my head? I'm just going to go with this yarn, this cotton yarn that I acquired, and my 1.75 hook, which I now love, and do what I need to do.
The thing with fine crochet work, it's more about stitch definition than it is, and the daintiness that you get, than it is about size.
Yes.
Because you and I can make exactly the same doily, use different yarns, and we'll get different sizes, but it's about the individual stitch definition that we get. And as long as you get your stitch definition and you get the daintiness that's required of the end project, you're okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And I mean, the stitch definition is looking really pretty.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good.
So I'm happy. The one thing that she does, she starts off with chains, and then you work into the chain. You slip stitch connected chains, and then you do. I would have wanted a magic ring.
Yeah.
In there, but it's fine. I'm doing it as per the pattern. It's interesting. But then also there's a lot of trebles going into that. I think it's like 24 trebles going into that chain space.
It's probably why she started with chain. But you know that you can, if you just look at the second, you can see I just do a lot of doilies. Oh my gosh. When you look at before you start, read the second round and just see what they did in the second round. And then you can actually change the chain to magic loop.
Yes, exactly.
To magic ring.
Yeah, magic loop.
Magic loop.
That's fun. Maggie says, Sylvia, wat is die naam van jou wit kombers wat jy nou doen? Asseblief, what is the name of the white blanket that you're currently doing, the pattern name?
It is called the Fluffy Meringue Stitch Blanket.
Fluffy Meringue Stitch
Blanket. It's a
Is it on Ravelry?
It is on Ravelry, and it is a free pattern as well.
Oh, wow.
Yep. I've made so many of those blankets for people. I made it in 4-ply. I made it in 8-ply. Yeah, you can make it however big you want to. You can make it a pram size. Yeah.
Let me quickly show it. There is the blanket, the Fluffy Meringue Stitch Blanket by Yarnspirations. Oh yes, Yarnspirations is awesome. You can always get it free from their website. Oh my goodness, and that's such a beautiful picture. And it's true, you can make it with whatever yarn and crochet hook size that you fancy. You don't have to be, you can just, it's beautiful. It's a free pattern. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Yeah, gorgeous. You can make it in color changing yarn. Yeah.
And it's a beautiful christening blanket.
Oh,
it's gorgeous. So there you go, Maggie. There we go. Yvonne from Knitting and then podcast from the Netherlands. Hello, Yvonne. She says, hello all. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Maggie says, baie dankie. Thank you so very much, Sylvia, she says. Yeah, we've been very inspired today with a lot of new patterns and doily talk.
We've been enabling each other. That's what we've been doing. There's just no other excuse. You know, no.
we were just helping everyone to make the to-do list longer.
Yeah, something like that.
Janet says that's beautiful, Sylvia. It is a beautiful blanket. And I mean, see, look at Sylvia going there. She's like a machine. You're saying that fluffy meringue blanket.
I know this by heart now.
Yeah, it's true. Oh man, it's lovely. All right, so we got to the end of our live. I had so much fun.
This was great fun.
It was a lot of fun. All right, so For those that's still watching, don't forget to give it a like. But I want to ask you first. We were supposed to have another live next week, Saturday, but that will not be possible because I'll be on the road. I'll be away for a week. It will not be possible for me to host lives during that time period. So would you maybe want to do a live either on Thursday or Friday night? Or what is your suggestions? Please let me know in the live chat as well. What do you prefer? Because I would like for us to have a final live for the crochet along. But if it's not possible, then it's fine. But what would you prefer? A Thursday night or a Friday night? I'm so sorry for our Australian friends. I'm working full day, you know.
It's okay. That's why I joined today, because I knew I wouldn't be able to join next week, so it's fine.
It would have been, if I had the live next week, it would have been 10 o'clock again, Sylvia. But now, unfortunately, we are driving, so that will not be possible. I also don't know the suitability or the stability of the Wi-Fi that we're going. So I don't want to promise something and then I'm not able to deliver a YouTube live, and then it's going to be bad connectivity. That's horrible. So I don't want to put my head on a block and say, guys, we'll do it on Sunday, and then it's not possible. So if you can let me know if you are all right with a Thursday or a Friday evening. It probably will be rather than Thursday, because on Friday evening we'll probably be packing the vehicle because we will be leaving very early. Yeah, so please let me know. But I will make it. I'll make it work for you.
I'm easy. Oh. Yeah.
Thank you. I know for Sylvia it will not be possible. She's in Australia. But yeah, if you can let me know in the live chat what would be fine for you, then that would be awesome. Michelle says, thank you. And thank you for the rabbit hole doily. I'll not be able to wait till next year. Not saying when I'll finish it.
Yeah, I'm already thinking I need to go shopping for Yana. But I posted the links on the group already, Jalene, at least for Julia Hart. So that's a start.
Oh, thanks so much, Lynn. That is really appreciated. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, we are definitely doing some way, somehow we need to fit in the doily make along or the crochet along next year in the Made by Jalene make along plans.
You know, I always say we need more hours in a day. I think we need more months in a year.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you, maybe let's quickly just go through the plan for the next few months. The make along plans. I've got it printed out like this. It is available on my Instagram. Maybe I must put it on my LinkedIn as a link so that it's easy findable. Is that the word? Is that a correct English word? I don't even know. Anyway, so we are currently busy with the Anything Goes Crochet Along. In April, we are doing the Vertices Unite World Knitting Along. So there is 3 Vertices patterns in actual fact. There is the Vertices Unite Shawl, which you can do in a big or a smaller version. Then there is the Vertices Unite Baby Blanket, and there is the Textured Unite, I think is the pattern name, where it's the Vertices Unite but with textured stitches, which is so cool. So that is happening in April. Then in May, it's another knit along. It's the Let's Shift knit along, where we are doing the shift patterns by Andrea Mallory. I've always wanted to do the shift. It's been in my, I can tell you exactly what yarn I'm going to be using. These yarns here have been in there for such a long time because I'm going to knit the shift with them. I'm so excited. So that's the Andrea Mallory one. And then in June, we're doing the Colorwork Beanie Make Along. So you can do crochet beanie, you can do a knitting beanie, but it's a Colorwork Beanie Make Along. I'm so excited about that one. And then in July and August, those 2 months together, we're doing a make along called Loved versus Challenge Make Along. Crocheters, knitters are welcome. So either you can choose. You can either do something that you absolutely love, like you just love to crochet the virus shawl. And if that is your choice, wonderful. Then you do that for the 2 months. Or whatever you fancy. Or you can do a challenge. You can do a challenge. You can do the doily challenge. Or you want You want to learn how to knit a sweater, or you want to do brioche. You've never done brioche knitting, or you want to do mosaic knitting. You want to challenge yourself with a new project or item or technique, whatever. So there's no descriptions in terms of what is the rules there. It's really open, loved versus challenge make-alongs. I'm really excited about that one. I'm going to be doing a big color work slip over vest that involves steeping. That's my challenge project for that one. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Let me see what's on my Make 9 for this year. What could I do a challenge? Oh, there's few things. Well, I can choose something.
You see, you're sorted, Sylvia. You're gonna be sorted.
I am.
I'm so excited about that one. I really am. And just like that, the year will be over almost, because then it's Booby Along, where we do knitted or crochet knitted knockers for cancer awareness. And then October, it's Stephen West Mystery Knit Along.
Wow.
And then November, it's Christmas stocking make along. We're going to do Christmas stockings, either crochet or knit. And then in December, it's crochet or knit mitten along. So there we go. It seems like I'll have to now have meetings on Zoom where we structure the make-alongs together. Like, okay, guys, on which month are we going to do the doily along? Like, you know, I think we'll have to have community meetings.
If you want to start the doily early, then you can use June and July and August as the challenge.
Yeah.
Yes. Because I think there's some things that's going to stay for another year. Vertices might fall away next year because we've done it now for 2 years. But something like the Summer Tea Make-Along was so successful, I think we would need to have another Summer Tea Make-Along for next year, definitely. The sock-along.
And anything crochet is so good because it's so wide. You can just do so many things.
Exactly. So maybe Vertices Unite will be replaced with the doily make-along, crochet along. We'll see, but yeah, a lot of fun coming up. I'm so excited. I need to pack my yarn for the vertices because I'll be away when we start the vertices, so I need to have all my yarn wind up and ready for the vertices. I'm going to make the small version this time around.
Not doing vertices. I have to do, because besides all these, I call them alongs, because when I speak to Nigel, I don't understand knit along and crochet along. I call them all the alongs. Jalene's alongs. That's what I'm involved in. And so, but I also have a lot of my own designs that I have to do for publication.
Yes.
Because, you know, so I have to fit all of those in as well. It's fun.
That is why the tennis elbow story is not working according to my plans. It's really a problem for me because I have things to do, because I love to do it, not because I have to do it. But now this tennis elbow is creating havoc in my planning, man. It's not cool. Like,
well, you should have seen me the past 3 days, because so I actually didn't hurt my shoulder from crocheting or knitting. I don't get injuries from crochet knitting because everything about that activity is ergonomic. So, you know, right down to the hook, the chair, everything, because I learned the hard way. But when I sit at my laptop, I don't use the laptop mouse. I use the normal mouse. But when I'm working so it's my right arm. So I can't go too far out with this arm.
Yeah, keep it close.
Yes, but I forget. And so I injured my shoulder earlier in the week. Do you think that's going to stop me from crochet? No way. This shoulder is rubbed up of magnesium cream like you have no idea. And then when the pain gets really bad, I'm not supposed to take Nurofen, but I take one, at least the extra strength, one in the morning, one at night. Because like hell am I not going to crochet on that today.
Lynette, you know what helped me with my shoulder injury? Because I had shoulder injury for years. A stand-up desk.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Especially because when you stand up, you have to have the hand close. It's very It's very hard to
Yes.
do it this way. So when you stand up, you've got your posture, and that helped my shoulder because I was the same. I was so much in pain. It was always inflamed. And
Yes.
yeah, and then it affected my knitting and crocheting, and you can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, no,
So
that's
I
a good
got a
idea.
stand-up desk. Yeah.
I'm going to definitely keep that in mind. Thank you,
You
Sylvia.
know, you get those fancy desks where it's like a mechanical, where it can like go up
Yes.
itself and
Yeah.
go down
Yeah.
again. I think somewhere in the future I need to get my savings together so that I can maybe
Yeah.
consider doing that.
You know, there's a company in Cape Town that actually custom makes them. They came into being, I don't know if they existed before COVID, but they certainly came to light during COVID.
Yeah.
I used to follow them on Instagram. I'll find the name and then I'll send it to you as well. And
You're not thinking about desk stand, or you're talking about desk stand?
I think so.
Because I'm actually having this one on a desk stand. It's on my desk, but on a desk stand.
Hold on.
Yeah. And it goes up and down.
No. You get certain. So
Yes, it is this stand.
www. So you can have a look, Sylvia. I think actually they might be exporting as well. Deskstand.co.
No, deskstand.com.
Yeah, deskstand.com. So they make these wooden. Okay, wait. Okay, now you're gonna see my dear mekaar. I hope that this is gonna work. This is my desk stand.
Oh yeah.
I can't change it because now my cable is not long enough. But I've also put on extra height.
Yeah.
Very fancy, acquired from the garage wooden structure to just give it more lift. But there's actually more options on the desk stand. It's really amazing. So you can actually have your table and then you have your PC or your laptop higher to be able to stand up and do things.
Yeah.
And they even have, I see now so you can either get the double shelf, so you can for 2 monitors, or you can have the desk stand for your laptop and then have an extra shelf for your other monitor if you really need to.
Yeah.
So lift it at the same height. But I mean, there's ton of options here.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It doesn't come cheap. Yeah, you have to like dig into the wool budget.
I think I've got like the basic one, and I think it was on a special on Takealot actually. So Takealot is almost like Amazon for us here in South Africa. I think
the cheapest one is 1.8. The very basic cheapest one is 1.8.
But I've got mine now for a few years already. And it's really because now it gives me space below my laptop here to put my box with my scissors and my whiteboard and my ends and my, all the things is down here underneath this table. So it's really, really nice. So it's opening up some space. Okay, so how did it now evolve from there to there? It's all about tennis.
It was the injury, the shoulder injury.
The injuries.
But Jalene, if you want to be careful with your with the mandala knitting, because it's cotton, that's why you have that elbow pain. Cotton is very hard, and especially with a small hook. So maybe alternate between projects.
Yeah, I'm alternating between my mandala crochet and my sweater that I'm currently knitting. But I feel but I'm actually I can feel my tennis elbow more when I'm doing the colorwork knitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've always tried to adjust having my knitting and my crochet, bouncing between the two. I found that it's very economically much better for my body to change between the two crafts. It does make a difference. But luckily this cotton is not so, I don't feel like it's so hard to work with in actual fact. It's better than double knit very hard cotton when you crochet crochet bags.
It's because that cotton's not mercerized, so that's why it's soft. So it actually is easier. Mercerized cotton is not that easy.
Yeah, it's a 2-ply, so the ply is not even tight, so it's really soft to work with. But I'm definitely, yes, I am alternating between the two crafts because I found it years ago already that it does help. Yeah. All right. Lena says, thank you for a wonderful live. You guys are the best. Lots of love. I'm sending you lots of loves as well, Lena. Janet says, thank you for the soul food. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, so that is the end of our YouTube live. Thank you so very much for joining me, Lynn and Sylvia. We had so much fun. And then also to all of you watching this live, thank you so much for joining us. Lena says, try and raise your elbow on a pillow, Jalene. Okay, I'm going to definitely try that tip. So if you have any tips for me on tennis elbows, please let me know. I think I need to also buy, what is that ointment that is anti-inflammatory? Deep heat? Will deep heat work?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
Voltaren. Voltaren cream. Yeah.
Voltaren cream. Yes,
Yeah.
Voltaren. So I'm going to definitely try that as well, but I'm also going to try the pillow trick. Thank you, Lynette, for that idea.
I'll have some extra turmeric.
Oh, really?
It's anti-inflammatory. It's anti-inflammatory.
Okay, I'm going to do that too. I need all the tricks, people. I cannot go out of commission and not be able to crochet and knit. That's going to be horrible. I've done that years ago when I was crocheting bags and my physiotherapist grounded me. I was not allowed to crochet on it for 2 weeks. It was horrible. It was horrible. I had like a wrist and thumb inflammation going on because of the tight crochet knit cotton bags. It was not fun. I'm not trying to go there again. Not. Yvette says, bye all, have a great week. Thanks, Yvette. Thank you for joining. Lishan says, thanks, ladies. That was fun. Yes, it was so much fun. Thank you for all the inspiration and all the rabbit holes. I'm glad you could add to your to-do lists. And have a super, super week. Enjoy your crochet. And then we'll speak again. I will see what evening we can do another final crochet along YouTube live session. Thank you so much for watching. Much love. Bye, everyone. Alrighty.